Hello everyone, this is just a market update.
And this is the operational count. So this is 1-2. So we had an upside or high projected for Friday.
For the coming Friday?
No, for last Friday.
Oh, for last Friday. Okay, sorry.
So, but I consider that that's what not to materialize until today, Monday, because we have some points pending here. Ideally, this structure should top around here.
So
2681, 2687. And we are going to have 3 waves of the lows. So certainly it's not bullish because only 3 waves. If somehow we could get 4 or 5, then we could have a more decent pattern. 2691.
Okay. So ideally you should have a pullback and to make wave 4 to potentially have another target higher to do 691.
Then we could have 5 waves up. But into today, what I am expecting is a high here, 2681, 2687. And if we fail to hold this wave forth, 2655, and then we break 2635, then it's likely we are going down again to revisit the lows.
So if 2655 doesn't hold, basically we're potentially going to look at the breakdown again.
Exactly. That's
which actually pull us back into that wedge that we were talking about earlier last week.
And still looking for lower. So,
which is lower than 2655, 2500, basically lower than that.
Yes. So for today, we should expect around 2681, 2687. We could complete it or not. But the secure part of the move is gone. We have around 50%, 54% of upside left.
Okay.
That's all.
What's the chance if this thing just shoot up to 2700, then what will happen to the counts?
Again?
What's the chance, like, let's say if this thing just shoots up again high to 2700 as a breakout, and what would happen to the counts? Would that still be not 100% bullish?
We could exit it. That's not likely, but we could exit it, and then we can set our target. We could set our targets at 27, 23.
Okay.
This level here, and this still will be only 3 up.
Okay, so that'll still be a count to 3 up. So okay, we're counting at the newest high, basically, which is going to be a wave 3.
So extending doesn't imply we are into a bullish territory.
Okay.
Extending only is an extension of wave 3. What we need is a structure. We need to complete this 3 here, 4, 5. Then we have 5 up. Then if we get 5 up, we only look for the wave 2, and we are going to have probably a decent target for it, 2646 or 2823. But this structure has to complete.
Okay. So again, to recap, to have a higher and your high and a bullish confirmation, we need to have proper structure, which is completing the 5 waves, which is 1, 2, 3. Right now we're in the process of completing number 3, and then ideally we should see a pullback to around anywhere to 2655 or so to get you wave 4, and then we'll get a wave 5, which is a higher, and then that's complete. And then we will look for another entry for a newer higher highs, basically to 27 and 40 and beyond.
Exactly. That's it. But at the moment, there is nothing bullish on indexes.
Okay. So just trade carefully, trade around the ranges and...
Yes. And now something very important, really important, because while the market has been weak, the Qs have not been weak.
Yeah, they were making hires, and thanks to Amazon, Facebook, and Apple, basically they just kept pushing the Qs higher, and they're currently above the major moving averages.
Yeah. So on last weekend, so it's important to make a difference. So what you are trading for May, if you are going to trade the Qs, then you are probably better positioned than trading XPX. And the Qs report on Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Google was good, but the stock got sold. Reports been good, so
Right.
you can trade these stocks. You should trade these stocks. For example, Facebook. As Facebook, ideally Facebook is going for 186. Ideally,
Yeah.
Facebook is going for 186. So a long trade could be started on Facebook. Setting some stops, watching 170, 172. But
Right.
in terms of structure and seasonality, I would be trading the Qs.
Yeah. Like actually, we did really good actually in the room, right? When we did Facebook, basically we nailed it there. We expected to what it goes, and actually went beyond 170.
So I think that 186 for Facebook makes sense. Okay, another thing that's looking good is Amazon. Let's pull back here.
Right.
So I think that Amazon at the minimum is going for 1721.
Amazon. Yeah.
Yes. So we
Are we
have this point 618 here, 1552,
50?
and
Okay.
then while this line holds, I think we are going for 1721. 1721.
Okay. So likely this is one of the bullish structures on the sides.
So if you want a conservative target, well, 1678.
Okay.
So $100 of upside. Um, let's see, 6% versus XPX.
Okay. That's a good return actually on Amazon. Only given what is Amazon, if it's expensive, then you can, like you said, we can trade the Qs.
Yes, better to trade the Qs. And for QQQ, if we were to make a wild assumption in a C wave, I think that while we can project a C wave up on the Qs, the situation on the Qs is the seasonality, is the strongest season for the Qs.
Correct.
So the B wave could simply turn into a third wave. And then you should trade what is strong during the season. So if you want the Qs, I think that the Qs being bearish on the Qs, support is 163.99. 163.99. And then ideal target for the Qs is 166.93.
Which is basically the recent high, our last high.
That should be the ideal target. But considering that we are within this strongest season, this strong season, we can go for 169, 171, 172.
And potentially a new high.
Potentially, I don't think so. But if you want to stop at 163.99 in red, you certainly can do better than on XPX.
And I guess it all correlate with the rest of the market, right? Because like QQQ can lead, and the rest of the market still can drop. It won't go much higher without the rest. It will be better if the rest of the market is cooperate to the long side together.
So you better pick some shares. Qs. I am looking for fire up on ANET.
ANET, okay.
ANET reported, and
It's currently down. So you
yes.
think it will come back up?
I am looking for fire up. before I can make that assumption.
Right.
And returns been good. Let me post ANET. What's your indicators? But so far been good. On the micro on ANET, I am looking for FIAP. Still I don't get it. So, but I bought shares on Friday.
Yeah,
Or
so probably we'll revise this on Friday and we'll discuss what calls we can play. We're probably gonna post it in the chat room.
but if,
Yeah.
yes, if I see FIAP, I am going to let you know so you can start a trade.
Yeah, we're gonna follow up that in the chat room.
And then because ANET is a great company, I like ANET. It's been reports been good. Investor want more, but company is quite good. So trading at a very good discount, and it's a leader, and that's a market leader.
Yeah, it's one of the market leaders exactly.
So like
the chart is constructive actually, even on the weekly. It's that it's still constructive. It does look making a bull flag on the weekly.
well, another interesting company. It's reporting this week. It's CPA.
Oh, your favorite.
Yes, one of my favorites. CPA.
We
I
made
think.
good money with it last year actually.
Mhm. So we can have FIAP here. FIAP. This looks like FIAP. And if we did not complete FIAP here, we certainly complete it here.
So the rest will be just a corrective move for the newer, I guess, ABC move.
Reports in 2 days. Reports in 2 days. But if within these 2 days we take the highs, we can trade the low side of CPA for 121. 121. Sorry, let me delete this. 123, 126.
So if we wanted to play, let's say, a bet on CPA, likelihood we should play it into the long side.
Yes.
But better to wait after the earning. That's always safest.
I am buying some calls before earnings.
Okay, so we're gonna trade it. Okay.
But I'm buying some calls before
Okay.
earnings.
Well, we'll look at that later on today. The room.
So, and most importantly, NVDA is reporting this week.
Oh yeah, NVIDIA would be important for the Qs.
So there is an interesting case on NVIDIA. Okay, very important. So within after earnings report, NVIDIA can get sold. Okay.
Yeah.
NVIDIA can get sold. So the pattern is not perfect. You have one here. You have one. You have two. And very standard. These are very standard moves. Very standard moves. So this is two. This is
2,
three.
3, yeah.
And 1.7064. Here. 1.7064. You have three. Then you have the 4 at the 1%.
And that was the 5. So likelihood this will be pulled back. Yeah.
So if I don't like, I like when I don't have to torture a chart. When the chart speaks by itself, then the 4 held this 1% extension, then we have an extended fifth. So I think that NVIDIA is going to be sold after earnings report, but I'm not going to be shorting NVIDIA.
Yeah, like you want to be on the long side on NVIDIA. You don't want to bet against it. If it pulls back, let that be your entry. Wait for it to settle. Because right now, chips, semis, and NVIDIA, like video card, it's hot. It's one of the hot in the market.
So it can pull back to 227. Ideally, it should pull back to 227. But if we cannot get that price, I am going to buy November calls.
Okay.
November calls, looking for it. So if I don't get the pullback, I am going to buy November. November before November 21st. And I am going to be looking for 260 calls.
Nice.
260
That's a great
calls.
upside, actually.
Yeah. So I am going to buy 260. And ideally, we are going to get past 280. Past 280. So this is going to be the last long trade I found on NVIDIA. If I get 280, 290, I am going to be out of NVIDIA.
Right, right.
All long term.
Okay, so we'll dissect that as well later on. But this is really good, actually, very constructive chart. And like you said, it may pull back. The pullback will be a gift, I guess, for most of us. If it doesn't pull back, we'll just trade it.
So ideally, we should try November. I am going to buy November.
Yeah, buy some time, and or we can structure a different method by selling some put spread in the room and buying some calls.
So I think that if you are going to use capital, I should prioritize NVIDIA.
Okay, for a 100-point move.
Or let's say 260 should be on the money.
Yeah, it should be in the money. Yeah.
260 should be on the money, and 274 too. So
Right.
it's better. It's a good trade.
I think we did the same thing with Baba last week, right? When we projected where it's gonna go. So we got the 190s, and we got there. Now Baba just need to firm up to make a higher prices to 195.
Baba, it's yes.
Worked out very well.
I
Yeah.
held the calls on Baba.
Yeah, I still have some. This is very good, actually. We actually, again, like just for the viewers, we dissected this Baba last week, and we thought where it's going to be going, and basically we bought the 190s, and right now Baba is in the money or at the money. It should be a constructive from here, and then for a higher target.
Yes,
We have June, right? So we have time.
We have some time.
Yeah.
I like to trade your thumbs in. When you have June calls, you have to move. I mean, if you
like
think
the good thing about June, like didn't lose much of the value, right? Right now our calls doubled, 100%. It needs to consolidate here for higher prices.
Let's see the daily stochastic. Daily, yes, it's getting quite high.
Yeah.
So
and I saw that, right? That's why we lighten up a little bit, but we're holding some runners. We can turn the rest into call debit spreads, or like you said, just sell it and then enter on weakness.
So this is Baba daily. Look, we are very overbought in a stochastic terms. So I don't think we can extend beyond 97. So I think that we should close our positions today.
Okay. Yeah, it's profits. Excellent trade. We did well. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
A conservative target, it's 195.
195. Okay.
So if we get 195, I think we can get 195. It is about 2.4%. It's conservative, 2.4%. And if this is bearish, the move after earnings, I think that we can get 194.21, so 195.43. 195, 194 is an area to reduce.
Okay. Excellent.
We can take our profits and we can invest on NVIDIA.
NVIDIA or ANET and other plays we discussed.
I would like ANET to print fire, and then if ANET prints fire,
yeah,
I will let you know.
Yeah, we'll dissect that. I think that will be our trade for the Friday. By Friday, we should have something on the net and CPA and the rest. Yeah.
So this is
okay.
If yes, ANET, NVIDIA. I don't think we have more reports. Amazon is expensive, so we are left with NVIDIA and ANET.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
I think TNA is okay.
Okay, on TNA, I think I have TNA over here. Yeah, no, this is not updated. Let me see this. If I can update this. Well. Okay, this is TNA. I sold TNA on Friday, so I might report this on a pullback. But I don't think that it's time to be on the leverage side of IWM or SPX.
Right.
So we better per capital on the Qs. The pullback on TNA, let me calculate it. We could have some extension to 73 today, similar to the market. The market could extend to, we said that the market can extend to 2681, 2687. Similar, TNA can extend 2331. You don't want to be here. So
Yep. Again, trying to make a 4 wave and then 5. So we are doing the 3 right now.
So if we can get a pullback to 70, yes.
That'll be like your potential entry at 70.
Yeah. So this is, and we might be topping here in a C wave.
Oh,
in a C wave.
in the C wave. Okay.
So if we can get a pullback to 70.85, 70.90, we could report this.
Okay.
We could report this considering that still there is some upside left. Some upside. So if some upside left, 73.36.
Give me our next target.
And the return is around 3.4%. Very little for me. But it's a return, no? So I think
that's good. I think we covered pretty much everything. I know we have like 2 minutes left.
I think the message is to don't overreact because market is going to 2681 or 2687.
Okay, so let's wait.
Could take time. It could take about a week. It could take about a week, but the market already gave us 2.43% in one day or 2 days. So thinking that the market is going to extend from here directly, it's not reasonable.
Right.
If somebody wants to make a trade, should consider that below 26.55 the market has realizations, and by breaking 26.38 that bet is on serious danger.
Okay.
If somebody wants to buy quality, I always do recommend Amazon. I posted Amazon targets and Facebook for 186.
Facebook, Amazon, Apple, and even maybe Google.
Apple, it's very overextended at the moment.
Yeah.
So even Apple has some serious risks right now. But there is no issue if you wait for a pullback.
Yeah, of course.
If you want to trade alongside, always use November. But if you think that Apple is
get some leaps, yeah. Or shares.
10%, we're talking about 10%. It's probable. I think it's probable. Pay attention to your stops and buy enough time.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I think we have 20 seconds left, and we will continue and discuss again. Thanks a lot.
Thanks to you. Enjoy the session.
No, great. No, thank you very much. Actually, we'll do it again, and we'll have a review. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for any future updates, and don't forget to like and share. Thank you.